The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
We are no longer selling one-off events. We're now delivering enterprise scale, multi-country, not multi-city, multi-country engagement programs through a centralized platform.
Welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Evan Gappelberg, the CEO of Nextech3D.ai. And Evan, good to see you again. How are you?
I'm great. Great to be back, Steve.
So last time you were on, you talked about the offerings that you had for Crafty Lab, the acquisition that you made, and really was all about trying to bring in more clients than they currently operate. And that's what today's news release is really about: is a sort of a change of the tiering structure, but also a signing of a big contract.
It is, Steve. This is a very, very exciting moment for us. Crafty Labs just signed a tier one enterprise agreement with BNP Paribas, one of the largest global banks in the world. And at the same time, we've officially activated global in-person delivery. What this means is simple. As mentioned, we used to sell, one-off events. We are no longer selling one-off events. We're now delivering enterprise scale, multi-country, not multi-city, multi-country engagement programs through a centralized platform. Is a major validation of our strategy. I mean, it's only 30 days in since we acquired Crafty. And in our view, this is a clear inflection point for Crafty and Nextech. And if you think about BNP Paribas and why it's such an important customer win, BNP is in 65 countries.
Hmm.
They are global. They have 180,000 employees. We don't see them much here in the United States, but they are a serious customer, and global banks don't onboard vendors casually. They validate execution, compliance, scalability, and then they expand. So we see this as the first step into a much, much bigger deal with BNP Paribas.
Yeah, so it's three events and it's multi-cultural country, as you said. So this is just sort of them getting their feet dipping a toe in the water, so to speak, and then eventually hoping to get more.
Yeah, exactly. We use a very intentional tiered enterprise model, Steve. Tier one, which is what this is, really just establishes the relationship. Tier two expands usage and geography. And tier three becomes a fully embedded enterprise deployment offering. Yeah, it's 250,000, could be $1 million annual deal or more. These are significant wins that have major, major expansion opportunities. And BNP Paribas, they just entered at the tier one. And again, the structure is designed to expand as the global rollout accelerates. And this is how large enterprise adopts new platforms. They don't dive in day one. And that's where the real revenue, upside comes from in the future, Steve.
And lastly, you've also added some new features to Crafty Lab as well. Some of those in-person experiences as well. I guess that's the part of this is that it's always changing up and going to trends and what people are asking for.
Yeah, we're always adding more, but I want to circle back around to, 2026 and
Yeah.
how this gets really interesting because this is like that starting gun going off, with today's news. We're actively engaging with about 200 customers over the next few weeks. Many of these are already in our ecosystem, and so we're rolling out this expanded enterprise offering designed specifically to close these larger ticket deals, tier one. So these tier one deals, I mean, from my perspective, this is really just the tip of the iceberg where, we have 1,000+ customers, many Fortune 500 companies like Google, we've mentioned Meta, Microsoft, Oracle, Netflix. We're going to be talking to all of them over the coming weeks. And what's changing now is that we're packaging our offering in a way that enterprise can deploy globally and at scale. And so it's really, just a very, very exciting time. We've gone from, these point solution to a platform to this enterprise execution, global deliveries live, enterprise validation is real. The pipeline is active and growing. So all these things really set the stage, Steve, for 2026 becoming a very, very exciting year for our shareholders.
All right, we'll leave it there, Evan. Thank you so much. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Evan Gappelberg, the CEO of Nextech3D.ai.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.